So the BATFE has proposed reclassifying the M855 round from being a rifle round to being an armor-piercing round that can be used with a handgun. This would in effect make it illegal under a previous federal gun control law. Now, supporters of this proposal will state that the M855 is an armor-piercing round, it's a cop killer round, it has no civilian use, and a ban on it will have no effect on law-abiding gun owners whatsoever. Okay, so these statements are made in either blatant dishonesty or gross ignorance on this topic. And I'm going to go over some of the reasons why real quick. Well, first off, if it was a cop killer round, well, the BATFE's numbers don't show that. In fact, the BATFE's numbers don't show really many 5.56s being used in crime, let alone the M855 ball. So you're ignorant on that statement. The 5.56 and the M855 ball are not a criminal's round of choice, so you really won't be doing too much to save any lives there. Next, armor-piercing round. Well, I got a feeling that the people that are making this statement are either being dishonest about what an armor-piercing round really is, or they are blatantly ignorant of the topic. Either they're being dishonest or ignorant. One of the two, take your pick. First off, yes, the M855, like all 5.56s, just like almost every other rifle round in the U.S. and abroad, will go through soft body armor. Soft body armor is only designed to stop handgun rounds. Right. And even then, there's different degrees of protection in soft body armor. There's some soft body armor only designed to stop 25s and 32s. Does that mean a 9mm ball, even though it will go through that body armor only rated to stop 25s and 32s, is all of a sudden an armor-piercing round? Or does that mean that that body armor simply was not designed to stop a 9mm round? You see where I'm going with this, right? Now, in this picture you will see on the left is M955 armor-piercing round for 5.56. Now that will go through armor that's designed to stop your traditional 5.56, such as your M855 ball. That would be the best layman's definition of what armor-piercing ammunition really is. Or to put it in even better terms, you have a pickup truck. It's only rated to tow 5,000 pounds. And then you're trying to tow a trailer that weighs about 10,000 pounds now. Well, your truck can't handle it. Does that mean that trailer is an oversized trailer? Or does that mean you just were trying to tow a trailer that your truck wasn't rated for? It's a more layman's way to put it if you're more of a truck guy, not a gun guy. Alright. It has no legitimate civilian use. Well, guess again. The M855 ball is a relatively cheap, inexpensive round that can be bought in bulk. Firearms enthusiasts, a lot of them own AR-15s. There are people that own AR-15s for home protection. There are people that own AR-15s because it's a fun rifle to shoot. Low recoil, easy to handle. You know, you have a lot of fun with an AR-15 at the range. There are people that use some rifles chambered in 5.56 to hunt. And thus, you know, if you know what you're doing, you know, it's a good thing to keep using the same round. And, you know, you use a cheap round if that works. Right? The M855 ball is also a decent self-defense round too. Police and military both use it to protect their lives. And I can see why a lot of civilian gun owners would choose that rifle and that round for home protection. The effects this ban would have on law-abiding citizens, well, let's put it this way, seeing the fact that the M855 ball is a cheap, inexpensive round that can be bought in bulk, one, you're going to take that cheap, inexpensive round that can be bought in bulk off the market. So yes, that is going to affect it right there with law-abiding gun owners. Yes, that is going to affect them. Second, it's going to make the other 5.56s more expensive due to the increased demands on them. So yes, it's going to have an effect on it there. Other effects, well, they can do this with a 5.56 round. What makes you think they can't do it with another round when it's politically inconvenient? If they can do this with an M855 ball, what makes you think that they can't do it with other 5.56s? And then after other 5.56s, choose another rifle cartridge or all rifle cartridges. And to claim that the supporters of this man aren't in any way, shape, or form trying to go after anyone else's guns, well, I tend to take that as a blatantly either ignorant or dishonest statement, because a lot of these same talking heads to these organizations have been trying to do this for decades. You know, these same people that support this proposal are saying things, or have been caught saying things like reduce the number of guns, or an 18-year-old shouldn't have a gun, or this, that, or the other. It's blatantly obvious to see in the tone of their voice, especially when they talk about other aspects of gun control. Right? These are the same type of people. If they had that M855 banned tomorrow, there would be another, quote, loophole that they would be going after. There would be another, quote, assault weapons ban that they're going after. Hell, even if they had the Dianne Feinstein bill in place, either they'd be going to, quote, remove some of the loopholes, end quote, or they'd be looking for something else to go after. I don't know, maybe it's the 50 cal. They've done that before. Maybe it's a cheap, inexpensive type of handgun. They've done that before. Hell, maybe they're going after your hunting rifle, calling it a sniper rifle. Maybe instead of that, they want to now start making more and more people fall under the prohibited persons list. Now maybe they wanted to add a traffic ticket to something that makes you a prohibited person from buying a firearm. It's always incrementalism. This is why I oppose this proposition, and this is why I think any law-abiding gun owner and any freedom-loving American should oppose this proposition.